We're hoping, you know, the retail stores are still here. Wow, you know what? You might become a merchandising, more of the merchandise for the game than the actual game itself.
I don't think.
Yeah, I know. No.
They've got marketplaces for that.
Well, you also got to understand it takes some hard drive space, so it's not like they're going to be passing out new hard drives. And if they are, they might as well just make the discs anyway. So at least for the newer games anyway.
Yeah, you can only sell the systems, but you can't sell the game.
Right, but there's no profit in systems.
Right.
So really, what it's going to do is it'll kill GameStop, you know, multi-million-dollar corporations who offer hundreds of thousands of jobs nationwide, and it'll put huge dents in Walmart, Target, anyone who's a distributor of video games is going to suffer greatly because of digital distribution.
I almost would think. You think that's actually worse because wouldn't it be easier to? Well, I know I don't want to condone any kind of piracy here, but wouldn't it be easier to hack because it's digital now instead of getting the hard copy and then trying to do it?
No idea. If they don't let you get to the back end of the 360, then you just won't be able to do anything like that. It's completely locked out. You have to plug it into your computer and tear it apart.
You're saying you're a C++.
They did it on the PS3, man. I've seen people on like Call of Duty on PS3, like an infinite rocket launcher that shoots semi-automatic. It's retarded to me, but you know. Now, also, the advertising end, they pay GameStop a lot of money to put their stuff up. What are they just going to advertise online and on commercials? You know,
they'll do commercials. They'll advertise it on their marketplaces on their systems.
I don't think it'll work.
They'd have to market the system somewhere.
Well, if you look at Home, you've seen Home, right?
Yeah.
If it should ever come,
you'll be able. Yeah.
You heard his feelings, people.
I was going to PS3 until Home came out. I ended up getting the Metal Gear bundle.
They say that
still nothing.
Sony announced Home so they'd have something to talk about every year at E3.
But wow.
What they'll do is they're going to have
space.
Right. You're going to walk out in Home in your Second Life Sims world, and you're going to see advertisements for games. They're going to be everywhere.
The whole thing's going to be
everywhere.
That's why it's free, all the advertisement space.
Right.
So you're going to have virtual stores there too. You're going to talk to some of the major retailers where you can actually browse the merchandise.
Right. Buy stuff for your home and your character.
To have it.
Man, you can have it shipped to yourself. That's the direction all the consoles are going to head. Next gen, every console is going to have something like Home. I guarantee it. And that's where they're going to advertise all their games. And maybe 2 gens down the road, I think that's when we're going to see the end of an actual disc. Hard copy of your games.
It's hard to say though, because some of the space that these games are starting to require is really like unbelievable.
Yeah, I thought my 20 gig was going to be fine, but no, I'm sitting there like 5 gigs now. Like I don't even download for full games. I just download demos.
Yeah, but
most of the PS3 games are on Blu-rays, which are 25 gigs.
Yeah, but most of them are compressed onto a DVD-9 in under 8 gigs. Yeah. So it really. I mean, compression technology.
I got a 20 gig hard drive. Come on, that's like 2
hard drive is cheap.
or maybe they'll offer you like a 2 terabyte hard drive, or maybe they'll offer a service that keeps a game on a server.
Like World of Warcraft or something.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, I don't think it's going to work in the long run. I don't think digitally buying games is going to work. But the problem is, before it falls, it's going to take people like you, through the loop, and if you can survive, that's cool. But I don't know.
There's always the old school market though too. The collectors that are still looking for the good stuff.
Well, even that's the day you close the storefront and open up the Amazon store.
Right.
And survive that way. But I really like having a place where people come in. I've got some of the new games on the wall, and I've got all the classic games on the wall. And when that happens, when that becomes the standard, you're going to see the end of stores like this. And that's a real shame. I like having one place I can go. I even go to some of the other stores and browse around for my personal collection. And that's going to be over too. I'm going to have to go on eBay every time I want to get a game to put in my collection.
Right.
But it's nice to see at a place like here, if to see the game and know it actually works, than buying on eBay when you might get something that, this is nothing.
Yeah.
It's also nice to have a selection.
Just like Evil Genius. I couldn't find Evil Genius anywhere. And it's not even that old.
I'm hyping that game right now. I just learned about it from Jay.
Hey, Evil Genius is a good game. That's...
Yeah, you really don't know what you're going to get off of eBay. I had somebody, I work in a game store that I can't mention,
online at all.
Does that
or will be
mean-
terminated quite quickly. But I had somebody bring in these games that were absolute garbage, and they're like, "Oh, we can get more for that on eBay."
No, you can't.
I'm like, I would slap you if somebody sold this garbage.
What was the game? What was the game that y'all had like it was like blacklisted? Remember you couldn't even give money back.
The
The
first-
WrestleMania game or something to the Xbox.
You had too many
There's
copies
a
of
lot
it.
of
Mad No
Xbox
One.
games.
Or something.
Yeah, a lot of the old school stuff. It's like ridiculous, and they come in scratch. It's like, no.
It costs more to resurface the game for 20 cents than the game is actually worth.
Exactly, and they're like, we can get more for this on eBay. I'm like, if you sold that to somebody, I would fear for your life. Alright, because you know, if you're getting it on eBay, you know, you really want it. You know, you're looking for
And
it.
I hate the fact that if we go, they try to go to a digital thing. You know, I think if they put so many digital games out there, like hoarding the community with so much, I think it's going to be like some of the games are going to run like Vista.
Man, if
That is a
my
very
Mario
distinct
lagged, I'd be
possibility.
mad.
It's a very distinct possibility.
I know Microsoft. "Ooh, I'm going to get Pete. I'm going to give him a take UVN
Yeah.
down.
Bill
Yes, take
Gates
us down.
assassins are
Having
coming to your
problems
house
with
now.
Vista.
It's going to make us
But then I
famous.
don't have a gaming machine either.
I still run
so-
XP.
Right.
You get XP Home Edition.
See, we're still getting Microsoft advertisement. We're just not advertising the new stuff,
Yeah,
right?
he sends me a computer that'll run Vista. I'll be happy to use it.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. But,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, it's still hard to find some of the good old school stuff, though.
And there's stuff that'll never be offered on these virtual consoles.
That's true.
Due to licensing
it's not
rights for
like-
the companies that
yeah,
have gone out of business.
It's not like Nintendo's gonna.
Oh,
well,
berserk.
a fine example is your GoldenEye. You know,
Right. who
everyone
Rare
wanted
has.
it on Xbox Live, but you know,
It's
who
Nintendo.
really has the rights to release it? Rare is owned by Microsoft.
And then who owns the
But
Bond
then
Nintendo
license?
had the rights to the game.
Yeah,
You know,
I
and the,
okay.
the Bond
I agree.
license is owned separately outside of that.
So-
Right.
So we're never going to get GoldenEye on
Uh-huh.
a virtual console. You have to have a 64. But if all these stores go under,
Where you
Man,
go
we're back
back
on- we're back
GoldenEye
on
would be
eBay.
beautiful if they let me
Yeah.
aim instead of using that
You know,
auto-aim stuff.
and what I like about that is if they did release it, the great thing with the current or the next gen graphics now, remake GoldenEye.
That's why you just buy perfect
That's what I don't
dark,
understand either.
well, again, you
Zero
can't give it the
or
GoldenEye
black or
title
whatever.
because you don't own the
Yeah.
license to the game.
Yeah.
And then there's all those games that, you know, maybe you'll never see on the virtual, like Gyromite. You'll never get Gyromite on virtual console.
I was trying to
It's
find
true.
something
You'll never
else.
get a
That's
Rob
true.
on the virtual console. You
No.
have to have Rob. You have to have the Gyromite card. You know?
Right.
So
Do you
it's
have
never going to
Rob
offer.
here?
Not here, no.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I have a Rob.
I have Rob at home.
That's where he stays.
He's in the collection. both models of Rob, even.
Wow.
I'm such a geek.
But yeah,
Do
but
you have a virtual boy? Do you have a virtual? Okay.
you'll see some of the stuff in the store as we'll have she's probably showing stuff right now while we're talking or whatever. So.
Right.
But yeah, yeah, so that's where it's going. It's very unknown, not dark territory. It's just very.
It may never happen if
It's bound
if
to.
the industry's
Movies-
lucky, but yeah.
Movies
Yeah.
now are already going to digital distribution.
Yeah.
You gotta
Look at
think
that
they
Netflix
really
deal.
want to.
Right. Well, even now with some of the new Blu-rays that you buy, or even new DVDs, you have a code you can punch in onto the go to the website and you can download a digital copy of the movie yourself.
Wow.
You know. Mhm.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah. I got Get Smart Tuesday, and yeah, it had a code in there for it to get a digital copy.
They just trying to test the water with you on that, or
I didn't know.
I think
so
they're
this is
giving you
what we're trying
copies
to
to
do.
put on your iPod and
Yeah.
all that. Because there's a lot of DVDs now coming out that have an extra disc and pop that in.
David owns
Speed
Blu-ray.
Racer for Blu-ray. I had it too. I do not have a Zoom.
oh, David, what's that?
It's a PSP.
My Zoom.
I don't play games on it, but
Yeah, we're like
There's everything else I
minutes
need.
into it. We're good.